My daughter, who is here in New York with me and is here today, she did say to me a little while ago, "I wish you were more like Ron Weasley." I think I was asking her to do her homework. So, is that right, Florence? Yeah.
Anybody else want to attempt that one or no?
I can't get away from Hogwarts because our boy is obsessed now. So he's got all the Lego and, you know, we spend our lives taking it apart and putting it back together again. And reading in the stories and all that kind of stuff.
It's all over your life now?
Yeah.
It's not so bad. Alec?
He's an incredible father, Draco, so I just try and live up to that. And you sometimes fail and you sometimes do it, but it's there was one time that Ollie, my son, he was about 6 or 7. He said, "Dad, you going to work?" I said, "Yep." He said, "You're going to play Draco?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going to play Draco." Yeah. Mm-hmm. "Get Harry." "Oh, I will."
That's awesome. Amazing. Teaching him the Slytherin way. Very early.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've already decided he's a Slytherin.
It's very Slytherin of you, as a matter of fact. Next question. Just sneak over here. What is the difference between the West End and the Broadway stage doors?
The enthusiasm over here is the energy is a lot more like you guys just give, and there's a real sort of, I think, I've experienced in American culture a real unself-consciousness, and I think it's a really beautiful thing. That has been the main difference for me doing stage door here and there.
People are very kind. I feel that kindness in the way over here, which is very respectful, and I realise there's something about the Broadway thing where you've got 10 avenues or 8 avenues of absolute theatre, and you go, I've never experienced this before, and the people who come, and you can, and the Friday 40, whichever way you can get it, you guys love theatre, and there's an absolute respect when I do get to say hello to you at stage door, which I really appreciate. In London it's a different thing because it's very mixed, not everyone goes to theatre all at the same time. You can feel the differences when their experience of theatre is, and so they can be very very hot emotionally when they meet you, but there's a lovely respect. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
It is more spread out than you imagine in London than it is here. Let's sneak over here so I can read. What were the first words that popped into your brains when you met JK Rowling?
Holy shit!
Yeah. Relatable.
Words we can't say, yeah.
What, everybody?
I get ruder, but yeah.
I think it was the read-through, the first week of rehearsals, and I remember it was my first job at a drama school, and Sam had done 5 lanes at the RSC or something, and we were sort of set in the middle with Parker, who was a seasoned theatre actor, and all these amazing talented people, and we looked in front of us, and it was 2 of the biggest producers in the world, Colin Candler, Sonia Friedman, Jack Thorne, John Tiffany, and then JK Rowling. Just like dead in the middle, and me and Sam turned to each other and were like, holy shit. We have to be good. And I remember the first laugh I got, and I remember like it was a ball of nerves, and then I remember like I got the first laugh on Sweets Always Help You Make Friends, and I looked up and JK was laughing, and I was like, I'm gonna be alright.
She's, I'm sure some of you have been in the same room as her. She's a person who changes the temperature in a room. She's incredibly charismatic. She's really funny and adorable and incredibly well. She just always looks immaculate. She's, yeah, and do you know, we, 3 of us did our last workshop. That's when we first met. And yeah, it's that thing when she does speak to you all, as I just said, she's funny, she's so relatable. It's that mixture of...
And shy.
Yeah.
And that beautiful thing of you're shy, but when you look at someone in the eye, your room of people is terrifying, but one-on-one, she's absolutely gorgeous. And you can feel that energy is going, she does change absolutely the temperature in the room. And her high heels are fabulous.
I was going to say that. First was great shoes.
Great shoes, great shoes.
I
Weirdly, it wasn't words that came into my head the first thing. I had a weird sensory memory of coffee because I grew up in Edinburgh when she was living in Edinburgh writing the books, and John Tiffany had already told us about how she used to write them in the Elephant House and the Travis Theatre Bar and Nicholson's, all three places that I used to hang out and know when I was a teenager living in Edinburgh. And she came into the room and suddenly I could just smell coffee and see all those places.
Yeah, how sense memory works. I've, same for me as well. I've met her on a bunch of occasions and the high heels are always on point. Always on point. Okay, next. What character would you play if you weren't playing your character, regardless of age or gender?
Oh, this is where it went wrong for me at Comic-Con.
Is this where the spoiler happened at Comic-Con?
This is where he effed up, yeah.
Why are you looking at me? I'm going to say it.
Everybody would.
We can't say.
You can't say. What character would you play? Or
What, in any of the, not just in our play?
in your play? And then we can do anyone.
Say again.
In Harry Potter, and then we can do...
Some of them we
Can't tell you.
cannot mention.
Oh, can't say it.
Probably like to have a
Can you just say a name with no
amongst
explanation
ourselves?
whatsoever?
Who would you like to play?
I know what I'd like to do. I'd like us to all swap parts.
Yeah.
That would be really good fun.
That'd be
Toss
fun.
coins.
I'd like to really swap parts with Jamie Parker.
Fine by me. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight.
All the bruises.
When they're very confused in the theater, we can say it's BroadwayCon's fault. What is a role that you, any role in the universe, if you could play anything, what would you pick?
In the Harry Potter universe,
Any
Snape, I
universe.
think is one of the most beautifully written characters
Who?
ever. Severus Snape. I think it's just stunning.
Me too.
The grief and love, and it's just, it's beautiful.
Everybody's name.
Lupin. Yeah. Lupin. I go Lupin.
Lupin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Lupin's great.
It's the bite marks. Just running down the clock at this point. We've got 27 seconds.
You don't know?
In terms of this, I like to meet a character in a play, so when I have to think about what to play, I go, no, there's so many stories out there to be told, I have no idea. So if it resonates in the moment, and therefore the timing with Hermione and me being parents and older, it's like perfect. It's perfect.
I put forth McGonagall. That'd be amazing. She's a badass. Yeah. Ron, just Ron. Always Ron.
I'm happy doing this.
All right, we got time for one more question, even though we're actually, screw it, one more question. What is the craziest thing that has happened on stage during the show?
This week, actually, I was doing a scene with Mr. Sam Clement, and I walked up to the sort of lip of the stage, and there was a packet of Haribo. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I don't know if someone dropped it or someone threw it on stage, but...
They were mine. Have you still got them?
Why were you bringing Haribo on stage for? That really freaked me out.
A little offering to keep you going, maybe?
Do you know, I was like totes a mosh scene, and I looked down and there was just like loads of jelly rings.
I finally, it's been a long time coming, 3 years, like in a preview in London, I went on for the first scene without the Harry Potter glasses on. And Sonny Friedman almost had a heart attack. And since then there's like 36 pairs of Harry Potter glasses around in the wings and everything. And it's been a sort of mantra before the show, and it finally happened where I was reading a book in the interval, wearing these glasses, and I didn't change them, and I went on. And I went, Albus, you okay? And I grabbed him, turned around, and Sam Clement went. So I looked like Mr. Fredrickson from Up.
I hadn't noticed at all, but that's because
Probably didn't notice.
you've been married for a while.
You came up to me afterwards backstage and went, what the hell were you looking at that for? Did you see what's on your face?
Are we allowed to talk about the owls? Not really. Well, we had some owls in the first preview in London, and yeah, they didn't go according to plan. And so being on stage, trying to do scenes on your first preview, while everyone was really thinking about a rogue owl. That has to be a really bizarre theatrical experience. Yeah.
Because it was perched directly above our heads, like on the set, and we were all just waiting for it to
And
take
a really good
massive
sense of
dump.
timing.
The owl was fired the next day.
And all the stage management were in the box going. And we're all around the map talking. I'm going to give us
We're just talking on stage. Well, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is playing at the Lyric Theatre. I believe tickets are available in the next few months. March 17th, again, is the last time you can see these amazing people. Thank you for spending some time with us.
Thank you so much.